Hey guys, Rachele here with Amethyst Ascension. If you are new here, welcome. And if you are returning, thank you so much for joining me again. So today I am really excited to show you a prototype of the first printing. I've got another printing coming to me, but of one of my new decks. I'm sure you guys should have figured out I would be making a deck like this, right? It is the 13 Sign Astrology Deck. Now this particular one, this has like 61 cards. However, I did do a revised version that is coming to me that's got 70 cards. And because I added 9 moon phases to what is existing here. Plus, I fixed the box a little bit because you can see, gosh, I hate these fingerprints. But it looks like it's over just a little bit. So I corrected that, made it just a little bit smaller for the box, but I mean, it's a little tuck box, right? So let me show you the cards. I'm so excited. So it's called the 13 Sign Astrology Deck, created by Amethyst Ascension. Here are the really cool backs, with the constellation of Ophiuchus right in the center. How fitting, because Ophiuchus, in the constellation of Ophiuchus, is actually also where the center of our galaxy is. So, we've got the sun with the source, self, identity, and will. We've got the moon with the reflection, emotions, intuition, and feelings. Mercury, the messenger, learn, communicate, think. Venus, the goddess of love, beauty, love, harmony. Mars, the god of war, assert, independent, action. Jupiter, the great benefic, abundance, increase, and expansion. Saturn, the teacher, structure, manifestation, discipline. Uranus, the awakener, think, meaningful change, and liberate. Neptune, the mystic, psychic, transcend, unity. Pluto, the transformer, destroy, regenerate, healing. Then we move on to, so those are all the planets and the luminaries. I have made changes to pretty much the entire deck too, because I don't like how big some of these are, so the signs have been reduced a little bit and put more into the center of the card, a little bit. So we've got Aries, the ram, with confident, independent leaders. We've got Taurus, the bull, with earthy, resourceful, artistic. We've got Gemini, the twins, with bright, communicative, and curious. We've got Cancer with the crab, feeling, receptive, psychic. Leo, the lion, radiant, proud, creative. We've got Virgo with the maiden, serving, organized, skillful. Libra, we've got the scales, artistic, impartial, beautiful. We've got Scorpio with the scorpion, magnetic, intense, mysterious. We've got Ophiuchus, the serpent bearer, wisdom, awakening, healer. We've got Sagittarius with the centaur, sage-like, truth seeker, visionary. We've got Capricorn, the goatfish, practical, structured, efficient. We've got Aquarius, the water bearer, futuristic, humanitarian, eccentric. We've got Pisces, the fish. Spiritual, dreamy, intuitive. So we've got all of the 13 constellations. Then we've got the houses. The first house, the persona, personality, appearance, projection. The second house, gains and value, people, possessions, wealth. The third house, we have communication and learning with siblings, neighborhood, and school. We've got the fourth house with family, roots, and nurturing, mothering, family home, and ancestors. We've got the fifth house of pleasure and self-expression, creativity, fun and joy, and romance. We've got the sixth house with health and daily life, healing, planning, chores. We've got the seventh house of partnerships with marriage, business, and another. Because it is like the house of others. We've got the eighth house with sex, death, and the occult. Challenge, regeneration, and hidden. We've got the ninth house of spirituality and higher learning with philosophy, inner knowing, and religion. We've got the 10th house with public life and vocation with reputation. It's supposed to be status, which that has been corrected, and father figure. 11th house with social groups and connections with friends, social activities, and peers. We've got the 12th house with unconscious and endings with meditation, psychic states, and fantasy. So those are all of the houses that we have. We've got the North Node, karma we create in this life, future learning for personal growth, and the South Node with karma brought from past life, talent or ability that we are born with. Then we've got Chiron, the wounded healer. Wound, heal thyself, and teach. We've got Black Moon Lilith with a place of shame. Shame, repressed, and shadow. We've got part of fortune. Place of our true self. Talent, potential, success. We've got Ceres, the great mother. Procreation, nurture, and nutrition. So this is an asteroid. This is the part of fortune, I believe, is where the rising sign, the sun sign, and the moon sign all come together. And that is like your success spot on your chart, which my charts, everything that's here pretty much includes like all of that. Black Moon Lilith. That is not an actual, that's a point. Like, or it's the dark side of the moon. But I think, if I remember right, it's an actual spot that's calculated. That's supposed to be where your Black Moon Lilith. There is a Lilith asteroid, I believe, also, but that's not that. And then Chiron is an asteroid. So, Ceres is an asteroid. Juno, the divine consort, marriage, relationships, fertility. Also an asteroid. Pallas, or Pallas Athene, the warrior queen, wisdom, prophecy, and healing. That's an asteroid. Vesta, the eternal flame, sexuality, devotion, kundalini. Asteroid. Then we've got lunar eclipse with time of spiritual growth, reflect, release, transform. Then we've got solar eclipse, a time of divine connection, intuition, renewal, and transform. Eclipses are a very transformational time. Spring equinox, this is the time of renewal, light, new beginnings, and growth. autumn equinox. This is a time of reflection, darkness, shadow, preparation. Then we've got the elements. We've got fire, which is identity element, energetic, creative, confident. Then we've got earth with the material element, grounded, practical, physical. Then we've got air, mental element, logical, curious, observant. We've got water, feeling element, nurturing, sensitive, and empathic. Then we've got yin energy, which is the feminine polarity, which is receptive, night, and intuitive. We'll put it with the elements. And then we've got the yang energy, masculine polarity, active, day, and conscious. Now, I don't know if you guys noticed offhand, but when I do it, I put them the opposite way. So the yin, which is the darkness, is on top. Yang, which is the light, is on the top. And I did the same with the spring equinox and the autumn equinox. They're in different rotations. Then we've got a trine. These are aspects, so aspecting on your charts. So we've got a trine, which is 120 degrees, beneficial union of celestial bodies. We've got a square, which is 90 degrees, celestial bodies challenging each other. Sextile, 60 degrees, compatible bodies in a happy union. Quincunx, or quincunx, not exactly sure how to pronounce it. It's a 150 degree angle. Bodies, frustrating communication. When I say bodies, it means celestial bodies. It's just I only have so much room on the cards. So bodies, celestial bodies, like sun, moon, and all your planets. Opposition is bodies working against each other, 180 degree angle. And we've got a conjunction with 0 to 8 degrees, celestial bodies working together. So other than that, like I said, I do have 9 more cards that are part of this deck as well that I have fixed since receiving this earlier. And so I was already working on them, but so I've got one for the dark moon, the new moon, the waxing crescent, and the waxing gibbous, and the first quarter, last quarter, waning crescent, waning gibbous, and the full moon. So there you go. I would love to know what you guys think. Now, something that you can do, and a good way of working with these cards is by, let's say, for instance, let me grab, and I can show you something really quick too. So just really quick, I'll show you some of the, like, here's the full moon. That's what these cards look like. It's just to be rounded off, and it's the smaller sizes, right? So the full moon, 180 degrees from the sun, completion, spiritual growth, emotions. New moon, 3 degrees from the sun, roughly. New beginnings, just enough where you can see the sliver. New beginnings and setting intentions, 3 degrees from the sun, new moon. Then we've got like a dark moon is 0 degrees from the sun. So they are both exactly at the same degrees. And it's for banishing, past life, and divination. It's like first quarter, 90 degrees from the sun, obstacles and reflection. And last quarter, we've got 90 degrees from the sun, because they would be, it's just on the other side, releasing and letting go. It's just a different part of, you know, where it's coming in its rotation. Like waxing gibbous, 135 degrees from the sun, refining and adjustment. Waning gibbous, evaluation and reflection. I probably already showed that. 135 degrees. So gibbous moons are 135 degrees from the sun. But there's a total of 9 of those. So those are all of the cards. But let me look at something really quick here. What do I want? Okay, something new that's being introduced. This is my chart. So let's say, for instance, we want to see, all right, so I have like Neptune in my 5th house of Scorpio. So let me show you what that looks like. So 5th house, let's find the 5th house. Let's find Neptune. And in Scorpio. So, okay. So the 5th house is about pleasure and self-expression. So creativity, fun and joy, and romance, right? It's also the house of gambling and speculation and stuff like that too. But, so Neptune is the mystic. It's that psychic, transcending, and unity. It's like the Akashic records kind of thing, right? Scorpio, magnetic, intense, mysterious. Scorpios are known for the love of the occult and darkness and all that. So can you see where I would get my love of like psychic development, of dream exploration, of expressing myself through stuff like this, things of occult, tarot. See, these are the things that you can see in your chart. And this can actually help you by looking at the different placements. I'll show you another one. So my sun is in Sagittarius in my 7th house. So the source, self, identity, and will, with sage-like, truth seeker, visionary, 7th house of marriage, business, and another. So how interesting that my sun is actually in my 7th house, and I have been married to my husband since we were 19 years old. And we met on a blind date, and it was through a Ouija board that I found out several years, like, 5 years before I met my husband, the name of who I was going to marry, and it was my husband. Through a Ouija board. Truth seeker, right? Visionary. Right? And anyways, that's just to give you like a brief little showing of how these cards can work. What do you guys think? I'm so excited. Some of the fixes are, there was one typo, which was on the 10th house, and some of these I just made smaller. Well, a lot of them I made smaller on the actual screen so that they didn't like go to the edges as much. So, but other than that, I'm really happy with how it turned out. And, you know, and I did tweak the box just a little bit too. And so I'm getting 2 versions approved, one with the box and one without the box. With the box, these are like almost $15 just with the damn box. Without the box, you know, it's much cheaper. But I also wanted to make these square so that when you're going like around, it's just, excuse me, it's just a little bit easier to like mix it with like other decks and stuff, you know. And if you're working with circles, like in a chart, it's much easier to work with too. I guess I should. This is linen, guys. I just love linen, and see how well this shuffles. Oh, that is just friggin' excellent. That is excellent. Let's see how it fans. Oh, that is just excellent. I'm sorry. You guys are hearing all of my giddiness. I did want to show you, like with, like the black and white. But honestly, with the black and white was another reason that I wanted to actually go like this. Like if you're focusing on like the point of fortune, you can do that. It looks really cool. You can do this, right? One over here, one over here. Just anyways. So thank you for spending this time with me. I'm so excited about this. I do have another deck coming, hopefully soon. Well, a couple more, but I'll show them to you as I get them. Thank you for spending this time with me, and I'm sending you love always.